And we're off. Caleb?
Okay. What do you want me to read?
Won't you read, start with things to remember.
Okay. I can't say it. Theophilus.
Yeah, very few people can.
Is the Greek name meaning lover of God or friend of God, person to whom Acts was written. Ascension,
Yep.
from the Latin word meaning to climb up, the rising up of Jesus into heaven 40 days after his resurrection.
Okay. Anybody else? Brock, you want to take us the Old Testament and the New Testament revealed? Okay.
It says on you, like after the sin Psalm 68. This is a verse from the book of the Psalms. Psalms, not Psalms. Psalms assures us that when Jesus ascended back to heaven, he went as a victorious conqueror. I can't read. Not only did Jesus try.
I didn't want to say anything, but you're doing fine. Just keep on
Not
going.
only did Jesus triumph over his enemies, but he
And you know, some days we have those we have problems.
Can
It's
someone else
okay.
read?
Sure.
It's perfect. We got this on
You
video
want to do an
too.
answer?
So do I just read down to my phone?
Yeah.
But he rescued.
All right, listen up, guys. Listen up. Hey, some days we like that. Okay, it's okay.
But he
We're going to stop talking now while we're reading. Thank you.
But he rescued all believers who had been captives of Satan. The enemy Satan was vanquished, and God's people were freed from sin's power.
Okay. Look, everybody has a day sometimes where they stumble. Okay, we don't make fun of them. You just understand, and maybe they'll show you a little grace when it's your day. Okay. All right, Julia.
How long do you want me to read this?
Until you get to the bottom, or finish up with whatever that whole outfit there. I don't know.
Okay. Hey there! It seemed that Jesus was everywhere. First, he appeared to the woman who had gone to the tomb to anoint his body with burial spices. How amazed they were to find their Lord not lying in a tomb, but walking in the garden and very much alive. Peter and John, two of his disciples, had to see for themselves. They ran to the tomb and saw the linen burial clothes, but the tomb was empty. They saw it and believed, but didn't understand what was happening.
Very good. Anybody else want to take us home? Yep. You want to go again? We'll let you
Wait,
go.
so the resurrection is on?
Yep.
The resurrection of Jesus Christ had happened just as Jesus had predicted. Jesus' followers hadn't understood what he meant when he told them that he would be killed and come back to life on the third day. And they were puzzled by the events of resurrection morning. For 40 days following his resurrection, and on at least 10 different occasions, Jesus appeared and disappeared. On 2 occasions, he appeared to all his disciples, who in fear were locked safely behind closed doors. He also appeared to 2 disciples walking along the Emmaus road. Not until he broke bread and prayed did the 2 men recognize him. One time, Jesus showed himself to a group of more than 500 people at the same time.
Okay. Yeah. So they didn't quite understand because he'd been giving them the insight of, I'm going to be crucified. I'm going to basically conquer death. I'm going to come back. And they're like, yeah, okay. But it wasn't until he appears that they start to actually understand what it is he's talking about. Okay? Yes, Alec.
Jared,
Sure.
what was going on? Jesus was alive? The many appearances convinced the apostles of this. But what happened next? For 40 days, Jesus, through the Holy Spirit, instructed his apostles about his kingdom. He explained that his ministry on earth would continue through them. The apostles and those who believed because of them, would take this gospel into the world. Jesus, the resurrected King, would rule his kingdom from heaven. And from his throne, he would guide them and pray for them.
Okay. All right, Hart.
One time while Jesus and his apostles were eating, Jesus said, "Don't leave Jerusalem, but wait for the gift of the Holy Spirit, which my Father will send you." Do you remember how I spoke about him? John the Baptist baptized you with water, but I'll baptize you with the Holy Spirit. At a later time, Jesus was with the apostles on the Mount of Olives. The apostle asked Jesus, "Are you going to restore the kingdom to Israel now?" They still didn't understand that Jesus' kingdom was different from earthly kingdoms.
Okay.
Well, I
And
mean, it's kind of hard not to, like how it said that they didn't understand the difference between Jesus' kingdom and earthly kingdom. It's kind of hard for them not to, because they're just used to earthly kingdom. So
they are.
they've
They
never
don't
really
quite
seen
understand, do
this.
they? Yeah.
None of us have.
Okay. Well, we're going to call that good for today, and we will go and wrap this up in a tad later on this